Right now, a live look outside Palm Beach International Airport where air traffic complaints continue across South Florida. Palm Beach County commissioners could be moving forward with legal action against the FAA's flight restrictions over Mar-a-Lago. Jolie Rodriguez joins us now. And Jolie, you were in that meeting. There was a lot of back and forth on if they wanted to file this petition or not.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth on whether they were moving forward on this legal action against the FAA's restrictions. Ultimately, after 1 hour of discussion on this, they did decide to try to extend the deadline to file this petition. And if they didn't hear back in time for that extension, they would move forward with filing that petition to review the FAA's restrictions. Now, the 24/7 flight restrictions have been in effect since October, and it would expire October 20th of 2026. However, it is unclear if the FAA plans to extend that restriction thereafter. Under the rule, no plane can fly within 1 mile of Mar-a-Lago, whether the president is in town or not. Today, the commission heard from attorneys the action they could take in addressing concerns with this restriction. However, the county only has until December 12th to file a petition for review. In a split decision, commissioners all agreed the president's safety is paramount, but their concerns lie with the restriction even when he is not in town. In Trump's prior presidency, there was not a 24/7 flight restriction. Those for pursuing legal action wanted to keep the door open to try to resolve this with the FAA and also gain more information on why restrictions are in place. Those against believed it wasn't worth tainting the relationship with the federal agency. Attorneys also advised it could take more or less a year and a half of pursuing legal action. Palm Beach County's airports director also advised in past litigation involving Lantana and the FAA, it did taint their relationship, but it did not affect their funding. Now, originally, today's vote was to decide whether they were going to move forward with this legal action or not. They settled on trying to extend that petition deadline because of the government shutdown. So what they're doing now, again, like we said, is they're trying to extend that petition to file past December 12th. If they do not hear back on that extension by December 12th, they will still move forward with pursuing legal action. Live in West Palm Beach, Jolie Rodriguez, WPBF 25 News.